Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Over here, I read anonymous stories online. So if you like listening to anonymous stories, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. My husband wants to build a house for his mother, and I'm not agreeing to this at all. You are a married man, my dear. Think like a husband first before thinking like a son. You have your own family now. Before you all misunderstand this, let me open up. I am the one who gave the mother capital to start her lace material business. I even paid his younger brother's semester fees last year. I love the family so much. The problem is you are a married man now. Everything must be different. Your nuclear family first before extended. Make sure your nuclear family is comfortable and stable enough, and after that, you extend the remaining to the extended family with much love. You are renting. If you want to build, you build for yourself first. Then you are set and there is more. Then extended comes in. You can't build house for your mother while you are renting with your wife, your son and daughter. It absolutely doesn't make sense. I strongly won't agree to this, and I hope when the mother gets to hear about it, she doesn't make me an enemy. You have a point, he has a point. From if you're looking at it from different angles, you all have points. Like it feels like his mother has taken care of him all through. So if she's not having a house of her own, he would want to give her first before he attends to himself. You also feel like you have a wife and children and you don't have a place to stay, and what are you doing? So depends on where you're looking at it. You both have a point, but you have to settle on one. If he wants to build for his mother, at the end of the day, he will still build for you both. So for it not to be such a big problem, you can consider, him building for his mom first. But if it's still a problem, communicate with him on how maybe you can get around it. But you both have points though. Yesterday, I decided to have lunch with this lady at Ecot in DC. She came along with one of her friends. I didn't like the convo, especially her bringing her friends. I wanted to use the restroom, so I left one of my phones on the table and placed it on recording. Hey, Charlie, shaking my head. Thinks this girl telling friends, woman. Charlie, she told her friends that she know they love me, but she won't chop my money. She won't open cosmetic shop, so the money she go get from me, she go use do the shop. She go set up business giving serious boyfriend. Charlie, I was so shocked. The food served them shop way them package some go house. The recording now and cause ya seven kwan she dey talk. The way she go use me, but I will never go see her pants serve. Years of why did you put the phone on recording before you left? It because you don't trust the girl before what? I am a bit disturbed and I need some advice. There is this security guy at Access Bank. The first day I went there, he opened the gate for me and told me I am very beautiful. So I just said thank you and did what brought me there. The second time after I was done, he followed me and asked me for my number, but he just wants to be friends if that's okay. Then I gave him my number. Later in the evening, he called saying he's checking up. We spoke a bit and I told him I am busy. Can we talk later? So like 4 days time, I came to the bank again with my car. Immediately he saw me. He asked, is that my car? And I said yes. And he told me it seems he's fighting for something that would never happen. I asked what's that? He didn't reply. So there was a line in there and he told me to follow him. He immediately got everything I wanted done in like 7 minutes. I was impressed and told him we will talk when I am less busy. I thought I got a friend, not knowing he was interested in me. He called me and told me that he even thought we met on a short time, but he's been thinking about me and he's into me. And that please, I shouldn't look down on him because he's a security guy, but he has a lot to offer and there are a lot of things I don't know about him that can impress me. Well, I told him relationship is not in my mind for now. I am just chilling and working. So I told him I'll come to the bank to work on something the next day. He said I shouldn't worry. Immediately I got there, he bought KFC and some basket gift for me. Me too, I will collect. So he told me he's taking me out. I should let him know when I am free. I agreed and he said he looked through restaurants and he found one good restaurant that he wants to take me. I told him I'll take care of the bill or we split. He said no. So he didn't mention the name of the place and he told me to meet him at Osu. So I drove there and he was standing at the roundabout. He entered and told us to go. He took me to Pomona. So I was just observing. We entered and he told me to eat anything I want and I can also take away if I want. I asked him, did he check the prices of this place? He told me I shouldn't worry, that he got me. Me too, I don't play with food. I ordered anything I see on the menu with a good name and I would choose. I chose risotto, something, something, and their spaghetti de mer and others. I chose the main course and dessert also. He was asking if that's okay. Don't I want their champagne or something? I told him it's okay. I have drinks at home. Just juice will be good. Then he said, okay. I chose one wine so we share. So I been searching for Chablis France. It's like 900 Ghana. So I chose it and they brought it. The guy chose only dessert. I asked why. He said he's not that hungry, but it's all about me, so I should enjoy. I said, okay. The way I ate, they brought the bill and honestly the paper was long. I asked him the takeaway. He said I shouldn't worry, but we'll go to another location. The guy put money inside the bill box and told me he's going to the washroom. Almost 20 minutes, he didn't come out. I was wondering. I called. He said he's coming till still. So I checked the bill. It was 2,760 Ghana. He placed 1,900. The money didn't reach. The way I started laughing there, even one of the waitresses saw it and she was laughing. So I texted him he should come out. I have paid. He came out of the washroom looking down. He couldn't look at my face. I paid the rest and took him in the car. I gave him 1,000 and asked him why did he go through all this trouble. He told me he wasn't paid for 2 months now, like he could have paid all the money, but I should forgive him. I made him know I can't do relationship, but not because he didn't have money. If I wanted to date, I would have long time, but for now I would like to be just friends. I told him he's caring, so we can be friends, and I told him that's part of the reason I came to. Oh, this is so this is so funny. It's like the story I read the last time on TikTok though. So if you want to watch that story, you can search my name up on TikTok. I'm not sure you find it though, but it was about I don't know if it's here too. It was about a girl who went on a date with a guy and he made her choose whatever he wanted and he couldn't pay the bill when he was sweating and he had to walk home or something like that. Like, don't overdo, don't do too much to impress. What if you can't keep up later? Just come as you are. If they will not accept you, they will not accept you. Don't come and kill yourself, we beg. We've been dating since 2012. We were in the same hostel in K University and graduated that year. I am 34 now and he's 35. The only reason I accepted the ring was because we were in front of mutual friends when he proposed. But in my heart, I know I can't marry him. The whole reason is he's from a not so good home. His mother has a lot of children and his sisters are all basa dropouts with kids with no responsible fathers, and he's the only one who has been able to make it academically. He wasn't able to continue with his masters because of this. He is the breadwinner, and honestly, I am from a good home. I have 4 brothers. I am the only girl. This is not the life I want for myself. I know the kind of drama this will bring. I didn't know he was that serious with the relationship. I have not been a fan of marriage. I know I am old enough, but Charlie, this one, dear, I can't. Even my dad won't agree. He has siblings in JHS. When will he finish taking care of them? His nieces and nephews before me. I've seen situations like this. I won't put myself through it. And no, I am not dating anybody else. But these are not the cousins I want for my kids. I know it looks unfair, but why would you date me for 13 years and not ever did I let you meet my family members? The signs were clear. I don't want him as a husband. He's cool and all, but no. Now I just want a way to return the ring and break it off. I am sure he will find someone in his caliber to match with. But if I take a man like this home, my brothers will kill me. First off, why did you waste somebody's time like this? Imagine roles were reversed. Like, that's mean and so uncalled for. And not because of something, I'll say I wish the same thing happened to you. And you see exactly how it feels. You are so mean. What's that? Waste somebody's time like that and you're like, what? Bruh. My girlfriend is the most beautiful lady on earth right now. I will never lie to you. And most guys move to her. She tells me all the guys in her DM. She even take their money and we will share. But for you to meet her will be a problem because she won't come and meet you. Haha, I love this girl die. Somebody said, I guess he's in his early 20s. And he said, is it because you didn't meet the right person? I've been with several ladies and I know what I am talking about. I have money. She has money. We love each other. She tells the guy she has a boyfriend, but they will still want to be the side nigga. We will take their money and leave them stranded. Remember, this guy wanted to give her 5K every week to be the side nigga. We took the money for 2 months and never met him. He got fed up and stopped chasing. They can call and I will be there. They will be saying she should leave me and come for them. We will take like 6K instant from them and laugh after the call hangs up. You've not met a lady who is loyal, like you will understand me. She said she be busy past and I'm too smart. If a lady is cheating, I will know. I have been with several ladies, like I said. You won't understand. Let me tell you one thing. No matter how a lady is loyal, she would definitely give her contacts out, be her best friend, and she will tell you everything. My idea, idea ground, like I said, I be smart person. I know what I am talking about. Okay, Obozu. President General, we've heard you. When it's coming, then it's going. Today they are collecting people's money. You are there chopping. Tomorrow it will be your money that they will be collecting with chopping with another person. But like you said, you know her better. So yeah. Last night really wasn't easy for me at all. I knew my sis messed up big time, but the reaction from wifey too was just abnormal. I mean, she went too far, but it ended up with my wife not talking to me. Okay, so I lost my mom ending last year, and my kid sis was 20, was staying with her after her death. She had to come in to stay with me, which my wife didn't like the idea. She suggested a hostel and all. She did leg. But dumping my kid sis in a hostel wasn't comfortable with me. And also low-key checked the cost involved and all and realized it would be better for her to stay with us so I can be dropping her off from time to time when leaving for work. It took a lot for me to convince my wife to finally accept this decision because before marriage, we both agreed we're not going to have any external family member come stay with us. So my sis moved in and my wife made the rules of the house known to her. And my wife is the type that she always wants things done in a certain way to suit her taste, most especially when it comes to her kitchen. Even me with all the little mess or stain I leave in her kitchen, Madame go bore after tidying up herself. So she stressed on so many things to my sis in my presence and ended up with how she expects her kitchen to be clean and arranged stuff in other after we've made food. And now that my kid sis is in, she was the only one doing the dishes. But now that my kid sis is in, she'll be doing the dishes, and under no circumstances should we leave unwashed bowls to the next day, which I had no issue with because she did be the boss in her kitchen and her cleanliness is one of the reasons why I'm married to her. So it started so well. Kid Sis always did what she was supposed to do. Months passed until yesterday. As usual, my wife does close early from work and go make dinner at home, which she did yesterday. I got home and my sis was not yet in. Called her and she was like she's caught up in something on campus, so she will be home late. So my wife and I had our dinner. She told me to make it known to her when she returned to do justice to the things in the kitchen. She went to bed, stayed up late a little, hoping my sis would come before I head to bed. I always want to see her in particular before I go to bed. She came around 9:20 p.m. Didn't bother to stress her as to what kept her late. Just told her about the stuff in the kitchen and where her dinner was. Went to bed, and a few hours into my sleep, seems my wife woke up to pee and used that as an opportunity to go check if she stepped out of our room, made her rounds, and came back to the room to wake me up with, Nana, you better go have a talk with your sis. Stand up and go check the kitchen. Blah, 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 a whole lot. With her saying, after she saw the mess in the kitchen, she knocked on my sister's door to tell her to come clean it, but she didn't respond to her knocks or words. So she wanted me to go wake her up. Told her to relax. Maybe she's just tired and should just let today pass. We'll make sure she tidy up first thing tomorrow morning. But Madame wasn't having any of that. She stepped out of the kitchen to go do the dishes herself, even when I tried to stop her. Later on, I heard some heated exchange between my wife and my kids. Had to rush to go see what was going on, only for me to get there and realize the kitchen door was locked and my sister was standing outside. with my wife locked in the kitchen talking. Asked my sis what caused the heated arguments, and she was like, she came back to the kitchen to come tidy up and saw my wife doing exactly that. She apologized and told her to let her handle the rest. And that was when everything started. So while my sis was narrating everything to me, my wife unlocked the door, came out with her own side of the story, saying my sis got the nerve to raise her voice at her after all this. My kid sis still apologized in my presence, and I felt that was enough. My wife did forbid her never to step her foot into the kitchen and blah blah blah. Now it was getting me pissed, so I told my sis to go continue and held my wife's hands, dragged her back inside the room with me, and she started acting as if I didn't handle the situation well, making all sorts of noise, making it seem I found no fault in what my sis did. She still wanted to step out, but I locked the door and slept with the keys under my pillow. I normally drop my wife off at a place where it would be easier for her to board another car to work. But when I woke up this morning, she was already dressed up and had left my breakfast on the table. Tried talking to her and she said she's late for a meeting, so not now. Guys, I am so confused in my head. Did I handle the whole thing wrongly? What did she expect me to do to my sis? Shout at her. Ah. Your wife just can't seem to live with another person here in the house, and the cost of the hostel and everything does also make sense. But you can also tell the girl not to get into the kitchen, and she should understand that regardless of the rules that have been put in place, there is just this one day that things will not work out as planned. And per what you said, there may be some small issues here and there, but at least your sister was always meeting up to the end of the bargain. Her part of it, she always made sure to take her responsibilities seriously. So if once in a while there is that there and she was busy with schoolwork, I think your wife should be a little bit more understanding. And I personally think you handled the whole situation perfectly. So should you have beaten up your sister or what, dragged her to go? Like, there was nothing you could have done about it. And your wife was exaggerating, I think partly because she doesn't want your sister to be in the house first off. So maybe you should start looking at how your sister, to avoid such problems in the future, how your sister will get a place like a hostel or something. But she could have just lived with you. Should ask, I'm sure your sister cry will not be comfortable with the whole situation. There's just a lot. And your wife is also not comfortable. So either you all sit down and have a talk, or you find a ground to best settle on this whole thing. Guys, I've come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Please drop a comment if you enjoyed watching the video, and thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe.